Merry Christmas, everybody! 2020 is almost over. Let us rejoice. That's it. That was the skit. I don't know what else to tell you guys. That's it. Can we start my intro, please? Now? Today? Please? Hello there! Welcome back to my channel. You may call me Miss Introvert, and today we're going to be talking about tackling writer's block. Yes, this is one of those pesky entities that just sneaks into our writing process and just messes everything up in the worst possible way. Well, you're not alone. Everyone deals with writer's block, and if you don't, how? There are plenty of ways to overcome writer's block, and there are ways that you can write with writer's block. The worst time that it comes is those inconvenient weeks of school where you have, essays to write. Now, not later, now! But there are ways to combat writer's block and conquer it. Before I begin, if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for writing and introvert videos that I upload every Tuesday. And like this video if you're a writer or an introvert. Comment down below the reasons you have trouble tackling writer's block and the reasons that have to do with it. I'd love to start a conversation with you guys who are having trouble, or with people who are experts on the subject. I still have a lot to learn as a writer, so feel free to critique me. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Number 1, look for the cause. Writer's block can be an effect of something you may be thinking about or not doing. Sometimes it occurs randomly, and it feels like there's nothing you can do to regain your inspiration. But every writer is different, so there'll be different causes for different writers. Now, writer's block can stem from little to no inspiration or motivation, negative self-talk, comparison, lack of feedback, or an overbooked schedule, and those are just a few of the reasons why. If you relate to any of these or something else, try to pinpoint that problem. That was a tongue twister. If you point out the problem, it'll be much easier to solve it. Number 2, solve the problem. So let's say you have one of those causes like an overbooked schedule. Prioritization and routines can definitely help with this one, as well as putting things off, including writing. If writing is not something that's as important to you in your life and your schedule, then you might need to put it off for right now. But if you still have your heart set on writing, I would suggest waking up earlier. Early mornings are when your brain is the most active. By the end of the day, it's tired and unable to function the way that you need it to for writing. I'll try to write at night, but my last 2 brain cells are just why can't we just have popcorn right now? Right? But like I said before, every writer is different, so some people might like to write at night. You do you. Whatever helps you write the best. Maybe you don't have an addiction to popcorn like I do. Let's choose another option. Let's say lack of feedback. If you have this problem, you should show your writing to someone. Preferably not your family, because they'll probably only have good things to say about it. At least they should, because they're your family. But you need someone who can actually critique your work. It doesn't have to be professionally edited. Unless you have the money to do that, then go for it. It can really just be read by a peer in school, or a work colleague, or someone you know who likes to read, like a friend or a mentor. Not only will you improve and increase your motivation to do that work, but you'll also learn new approaches to your writing style. And it's always fun to learn new things about writing. And if you're struggling with this problem, negative self-talk, please stop yourself from falling down that dark rabbit hole this instant. You are a great writer, and wherever you are in the writing path right now is just fine. So take your time and take some breaks and tell yourself that on a daily basis. I've struggled with negative self-talk for a long time, and it can get pretty severe if I don't go to someone for help. So whether it's your friends, family, counselors, pastors, anybody you trust, just talk to someone about how you're feeling and listen to what they have to say, because you're probably doing a lot more good than you realize. It also helps to free write about whatever you're thinking about, even if it's how you feel about yourself and your writing. Just getting something down on paper and seeing how irrational it sounds helps a lot. Anyway, you are a beautiful human being and you've been given a voice to write with. And it doesn't matter how it sounds right now. You can edit later. For now, just write. And as I always say, no one is watching you or waiting for you to get this done. This is just you and your writing. Number 3, plan a routine. For a more in-depth take on this subject, check out my Writing Experiment Part 5 in the Writing Experiment series on how to make and keep up a good writing routine. Writing is so much easier with a routine to back you up. Once you've located the problem and solved it to the best of your ability, then you can start planning and putting your writing routine into action. Now, once you've solved that problem to the best of your ability, writer's block is never going to be gone for good. It finds its way through other pesky forces, like procrastination or any of the other sources that I mentioned before. But now that you've unmasked it for what it really is, and it could be a number of things, then you'll be ready to fight and win the next time. You got this. Anyway, routines. Pick a time, any time that works for you, preferably in the morning, to write and keep writing for at least an hour or so. If you have a lot of stuff going on some days, then don't sweat it. Missing a day or even just shortening a length of time of writing is not a big deal. It does not make you a failure, even though sometimes I feel like that. You're just a regular human being with priorities. But once you keep up your writing routine, you'll be better at writing consistently and in general. And you'll learn how to balance those other priorities too. Every schedule that you saw as a chaotically busy day before is now manageable because you are in charge, and writer's block can only come when you finished writing. Make sure to prioritize breaks as well. You don't want to be writing so much that you start talking the way you write. I've done that plenty of times, and they've proved to be awkward time and again. Maybe it's just me. Leave a comment if you had a similar experience. And those are just some of the ways you can avoid and conquer writer's block. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you're ready to go tackle writer's block and all the problems that come with it. It's definitely not going to be easy, but I believe in you and you can do this. Well, that's all for now, folks. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, check out my blog, and find the writing help you need on my Fiverr account. All the links will be in the description below. And stay basic. Okay, bye! You guys, I just started playing Skyrim again. I found a chicken in the village of Rorikstead, and then I accidentally punched it, and then my companion Lydia, we love Lydia, she just started hacking away at it. I can't with her. She is... That's it. I don't know what else to say. Bye!